Hey trophies, welcome to this week's 35-minute black workout with the theme this week being black and white. Great job getting to the 35 today. We've got some extra time to crush our trophy bodies. The format of the workouts this week are a little bit different from last week, so follow my lead and let's have some fun and always modify to meet your energy needs for the day. I also have my towel for the last minute that we're gonna invert and totally relax and meditate. And I do have a layer of spray tan on me. How fun! I've never been spray tan before. Stephanie and I are practicing for our competition March 29th in Vancouver, where we're gonna do our first fit model competition. And so we're very excited about that. So we're getting practicing with the spray tans. So let's go ahead and get started with class so that we can get this trophy show on the road. Let's get right into hip twists. And then of course you can add or subtract mid bounces, but what's most important is that you're in perfect form. So you're standing up tall and your teeth are closed and you feel relaxed with your eyes relaxed, but you're lifting in a way that makes you feel nice and poised. Let's go ahead and do some hip thrusting here, working evenly through the hips and through the lower back. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and do a swan dive. So get into that wide, balanced stance, stand up tall, and let's reach out, stretching every inch of the way. Up we go, and then grabbing at the top and getting into a beautiful dive hold. Feeling every tug in your trophy body in this position. And now let's reach out, stretching, 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 and down. Let's go ahead and do an easy Tai Chi twist using our handlebar and our core and our back leg to hold nice and strong in our beautiful twist, and then twist the other way. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and bounce over and do a quick bottoms up where you can walk your way down if you want, or just reach down and put your palms on your mat, on your rim of your rebounder, and bounce into the backs of your legs. Moving spontaneously to stretch into different areas of your legs. Perfect. All right, let's come back up and let's get into that rocking again, and we're gonna do northy. So reach up, same side reaches up, same side reaches down in the leg. And then feel your symmetry here. Lots of opportunity to stretch into your body. Let's go ahead and flip the palms up, pull the elbows behind you. And again, stabilize through your core and feel everything that you're stretching and strengthening. Perfect. Let's go ahead now and hunch our back and reach forward and get into hunch and punch. So you're just reaching, stretching through your mid-upper back, getting a little glute squeeze as well. Now we're going to go ahead and switch into Southie, where you reach down, same side, arm and leg are straight, and then pull your shoulders up, and then allow flexibility in your back and hips. So you might have your shoulders back, you might have your shoulders forward. Let's go ahead and turn to the side and do some front kicks with 2 mid bounces. And you know you're welcome to add or subtract mid bounces, and you're also welcome to do some toe touches. So just stretch the backs of your legs and stabilize through your core. All right, let's go ahead and switch now to side kicks, and you're welcome to do the lift with the opposite arm for added flexibility. And then feel your symmetry working side to side beautifully. Excellent. Let's do some can-can kicks next. So lift the knee up and then kick easy up diagonal. Lift the knee up and up. Knee and inner thigh. Easy whirl. Beautiful. Up we go and stretch. Up we go. Now let's do some low back kicks, just super easy. A little arch, strong core. Perfect. Nice dancer pose. Staying nice and poised here. Perfect. Now let's do some hacky sack. Lift those heels up. Excellent. Stretching into those hips. My favorite move here, you're always welcome to add the upper body with the moves we've been doing lately. Perfect. Now let's get into an easy trophy twist. All right, so the format of the class coming up is for us to blast through the moves quickly that we're gonna do the second half of this class, just to give ourselves a little activation to start. And then we're going to do our 4-minute formula 3 times through, and then we're gonna get into all these moves again. So starting with battle ropes, we're just doing a 15-second activation for each move. So feel those battle ropes throwing down and get your arms activated here. Throw in the ropes. Perfect. Excellent. Now let's do a glute squeeze. Hold here. You got your feet pointed out. You're landing into your buns. You got to tuck in your buns here. Excellent. Activating. 3, 2, we're going to walk now. Walk and squat walk and waist hold. So hold here. Pull your elbows back a little bit. I want you to activate a little bit more through the backs of your arms. So you have to stand upright and spread those elbows out so that you can get back there. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and reach up and get into a dive hold. You're pushing into your resistance mat, nice and easy, keeping a nice activation. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch to shoulder hold. Back stability here, back activation. We've got our heart rate stable. We're breathing very smoothly through the nose, staying nice and relaxed. Perfect. Now we're gonna grab the W hold and we're gonna pump down with every bounce. Excellent, and at the 5, let's go ahead and do a quick jog. So pull those same activated biceps back with each jog. Perfect. Now let's do battle ropes again. We're gonna go through the moves one more time and activate again. Arms, get those deltoids, biceps. Perfect. Now let's do our glute squeeze. Excellent. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We want this preliminary activation. Squeeze it up, land into those heels. Perfect. Now let's get walking again. Waist hold. Pull your arms back a little bit. So there's a little push here in the front deltoid, but then there's a little lift in the tricep behind you. Excellent. Now let's reach our arms out and up into a perfect dive. And you walk at your perfect pace here. Comfortable in your breath bath. In your lower diaphragm, let's go ahead and drop to the shoulder hold. So you want to make sure that you get that full exhale out comfortably. You don't have to over exhale, just comfortable full exhales. Perfect. W hold here again. Squeeze it up, pulling down, activating those biceps. Excellent. Now let's do a quick jog. Excellent. Pulling back through your elbows to get those biceps again. 3, 2, 1. All right, so the 4-minute formula that we're gonna do is the same one that we did 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna get our practice in. First minute is gonna be toe touches. And so, since we're gonna do this 4-minute formula 3 times through, you're welcome to change things up as you go. You can add or subtract mid bounces. The goal here is to work on your front kick flexibility. And then you've got your arms reaching out, activating your arms as well. And in the first time we did this workout, we actually had the dive hold here too. If you want to take it to the fullest extent, you can have that light reach in a dive above your head, and then you can touch your toes. Otherwise, just work on your front kicks. This is going to be side kicks. Here we go. So with this 4-minute formula, we're really working abs. So with every move through the next 2.5 rounds of the 4-minute formula, focus on the core. So feel the stretching. Stretching is strengthening. And all these moves are stretching. Focus on the stretch in the core, but also in your shoulders and your hips. Beautiful. Find your groove. If you need to add mid bounces to slow you down and to get your heart rate in the fun zone, add the mid bounces so you can stay right on trophy track. Perfect. And you can always take a mid bounce out and go at super fast speed as well. All right, so we're gonna do 2 mid bounces through these 4-minute formulas. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, back kicks. So when we do back kicks, we reach back and we kick our heel up and we feel activation in the quad, and then we push forward with our same arm, same side arm. And we feel a stretch in our back and our shoulder and our lat. Perfect. Low back activation, core activation, quad activation. And then we find our speed and we breathe. Beautiful. If we can slow our mind down so that when we do these moves, we can slow our body down as well, then we can really feel the activation even more in our perfect form. All right, hacky sack twist in 2 and 1. So we got that opposite arm twisting, meeting the opposite leg, hacky sack. Perfect. Getting the trophy twist in the core muscles. Perfect. And then the upper body twist as that extra stretching through the core and through the back. And just like I said, stretching is strengthening, and you don't have to stretch deep to strengthen. You just have to feel your body, feel your poise, and feel your breath moving through your nose while you quiet your mind. Excellent job. So now that we've done this 4-minute formula once, you know exactly how you want to do it the second time. So let's go ahead and get into the front kicks again. So stay here with me, or add or subtract, modify as needed. And when you do, if you do hold your hands up, just keep them lightly touched at the top so you can let go easy and touch your toes and stay as balanced as you possibly can. I do want good form though. If you're holding your dive, I want you to feel back activation with that lift through your chest. And then stretch your hamstrings and calves up as high as you can comfortably. Easy. Staring at one spot so that you are nice and balanced. Switching to side kicks in 2 and 1. Now find your groove here. Whatever your pace may be, we all might need to modify with each move. And as long as you can get your reps in and get through class, solid trophy right there. Abs, abs, abs. Slowing down our mind so that we can be in our form and in our stretching and in our flexibility. Beautiful obliques, and then lower back and core. Excellent. Getting ready for our back kicks and our front arm push, 2 and 1. So push forward, feel the back, feel your quad. You don't have to pull your heel up. If you don't want to, you can just stay focused on your lower back. If you want to pull your heel up, no problem. Play around with it. I want your core stable so that when you land on that one foot, you're really feeling strong in your core. And then I like to stabilize too, keeping my chest straight forward. Unless I'm doing a slight diagonal front reach, so it's okay to twist a little diagonal. I like alignment. Excellent. Let's get to hacky sacks in 2 and 1. Work it, work it. So if you modify, as that was what I'm showing you here, because you need more activation in a certain move, then modify, adding or subtracting mid bounces. I've just taken one out, working a little faster. If my heart rate starts to climb too high, I will add a mid bounce back in. I want us to feel our abs and obliques and back working easily or a little bit more intensely, however we're feeling. Breezing right through these 4 minutes formulas. So we're gonna go one more time through and then we're gonna just body build for a little bit and be done. Let's go ahead and do our front kicks again. So your flexibility should be feeling really good here. I want you to keep that mentality of slowing your mind, slowing your body, letting your body breathe nice and smoothly. Hold your handlebar here if you're not balancing too well. It's kind of like when I've been practicing going up the stairs lately with better form, the stairs in my house. I'm using the handrail so that I can go up with better form. And I'm crushing my legs and abs. I might as well, if I'm going up the stairs, 3, 2, and 1. Side reaches. Using our handlebar with gratitude, helping us to perform better, just like the handrail. To think that the handlebar, the handrail is for, you know, for the weak, no, it's for the strong, and it's for getting stronger. Feel what's happening here. As you lift up, depending on how you kick, you can either hit straight out the side or you can start to work in towards your abs. And if you put that little firmness in your core, because your mind is slow, your body is slow, you feel everything. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do our back kicks next. Here we go. Or out. Working the washboard abs here. You might find a little bit better balance by taking a mid bounce out. It's on my mind right now. But if heart rate comes up, you know, modify, or just do your movements baby style, mini style, so you can keep with a faster pace. And stay present with your slow mind and body. And breath. Perfect. 1 more minute to crush. Hacky sack in 2 and 1. Excellent. We just want you feeling. That's what I want for you, is just to feel, not to have heart rate through the roof. not to overshoot on movements, just to feel everything. Core action right now. Core, core, core. Hips, back, all going. Teeth are closed. Eyes are relaxed. Glazed eyes. My body is calmer when my eyes are glazed. They're fully relaxed. No tension in my eyes, no tension in my head. All right. We absolutely crushed it. So we're going to do 1 minute of calf pumps at the top of the minute, and then we're going to do our 12 moves that we did at the beginning of class, and then, like I said, 1 and done. 3, 2, 1. So calf pumps can be done any way you want. You can keep pumping, no mid bounces, or add mid bounces. And then I want you to get some in all positions, so you can stay here for 20 seconds with the feet pointed out. And then let's go ahead and do parallel. I want you pushing up through the balls of your feet so that you're activating your calf muscles. It definitely takes mind to muscle connection. And then you can land strategically so that you are continuing to get activation in your calves between each push. Now let's do easy pigeon toe position. So glad to have the handlebar to work perfect symmetry, perfect precision, perfect form. Excellent. Ankles and calves are totally activated. Let's give them a rest. 3, time to do our battle ropes. Here we go. So you have the option in these next 12 minutes to do battle ropes or to do the move for as long as you want of the minute and then take a break. Or you can go through the whole minute. And you might, if you choose to do this routine more than once, you might do it differently each time. So yeah, we're gonna do battle ropes for a minute. If you wanna stop at the 50 and take a break, feel free to do that, or the 40. That might give you more incentive to push a little harder. And then you can do more of a Tabata style workout. Otherwise, cruise in your endurance for the whole minute. Keep your arm tight back so that you're getting activation in the backs of your arms and shoulders and in your lats. And then you're throwing beautiful ropes down, giving your biceps and triceps activation. Excellent. 3, 2, glute hold. Here we go. You got a whole minute to smash your glutes. And then know that you can bounce at any height you want. Because if you bounce slower, you do get more reps. You might have to squeeze tighter to really get the activation you would get if you bounced higher, but you can do anything you want. And you can also play around with which direction you face. Using your handlebar, facing forward, you could even put activation in your arms. You could turn to the side, and you can have one hand on the handlebar, the other hand up, just reminding you to stay firm in your glutes. Squeeze it up, make it count. Excellent. I've done glute, squeeze, tricep pumps before, and you could do both. You could have a little pump here. All right, walk and waist hold is next. So, since we're doing 3 moves, all that are walking in a row, you are welcome to take a break at the end of the minute if you need to take a break between your walking because your legs are getting nice and activated and you just need a rest. So, here, and feel your quads getting the activation. If you start to feel too much in the knees, bring it up and push all the way from the ball of your foot down through your heel. So you're taking weight back into the backs of your legs. And that will take some weight off of your knees. And also, if you want, you could take a break and you could pick yourself up a little bit too by putting your hands on your handlebar. And when you're ready, get back to holding. So if you want to take a break now, go ahead. If you want to try 3 minutes straight with me, you can do that too. 3, 2, we're going to go to dive hold. So relax and let's reach out. We go. So we're just on a walk, just an easy little uphill climb. and we're gonna hold dive. Any point you need a break, just drop, relax, and pick it back up. If you have a nice light hold, you might last longer. So try not to overdo it. Just hold with perfect form and balance. And try to hit those heels so that you take weight all the way into the backs of your legs. And then move your head around if there's any neck tension build up. Working equally here. Staying centered. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead now and drop the hands to give them a break, and then we're going to come back to shoulder hold. Shoulder hold is an opportunity for you to practice your lat flex, which is right here. And you feel that when you hold your shoulders, you pull your chest up and out. That's you squeezing your lats. And eventually with time, maybe you already have it, maybe you're getting there, you're going to be able to have that mind to muscle connection. Feel the balance here. Staying nice and still in your upper body, just a little bit of movement, and then you're continuing to push through your heels. It's all the way through the foot. It's not just heels. It's just walking, missing the heels. No neck tension. Holding strong. Pull your elbows back for the last 10. 8. Excellent. 6, 5, 4. We're going to do the W hold, 2 and 1. So relax, health bounce, and pull those elbows down into your sides, activating your biceps with every bounce. And at the 10, we're going to jog. Here we go. Just a 5-second jog. 4, 2, 1. All right? Pump it up. Down, down, down. Pull, pull, pull. Excellent. Holding firm into your sides. Yes, now let's go ahead and jog. Here we go. Pulling your elbows back so that you stretch those biceps. Excellent. Pull, 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 pull. You can hold the face flex through your pursed lip. Jog with me. Excellent. Doing better and better. Pull, pull, pull. And jog with me. Here we go. Excellent. Back to battle ropes in 2 and 1. All right. We got another minute of battle ropes. We're going down battle ropes in this workout. We're going to do up battle ropes in my white workouts. So feel your arms staying tight and pulled back into your sides. Feel that activation in your triceps and biceps. The hold, lats and deltoids. And then the throat does also grab those as well. Feel your biceps though as your focal point, and triceps in your throws. Perfect. No tension in the neck, holding strong, breathing smoothly, and then optional break here for the last 10 seconds. Excellent. A nice health bounce break can get you full gas for the next minute. 3, 2, glute hold. Here we go. How we liking the glute hold with the hands on the handlebar? Opportunities here. Or just one. Another option for you is the pump. Pump up, but you need to keep the glute hold as your main priority. So squeeze it up and feel the land, how you're landing into your glutes, how it's digging. How are you getting into your resistance mat and putting a little squeeze that translates up to your perfect trophy buns? And then what do you want to do with your hands? If it's not distracting, do anything you want, anything you can. It's all about exploring. We've done it differently through our whole jumping journeys, and that's what builds up your confidence and your expertise, is trying new things. All right, ready to walk again? So get into that walk, and this is an opportunity for you to take a 3-minute hill climb. So if you do it right, you can hold the full 3 minutes. Beautiful. And then if you're squeezing here and you're feeling arm activation, and then you go into your mind to quad activation, and then you're hitting through your heat, getting glute activation, and then you hold firm, it's like your full body is walking up that hill. And then calm and lower your breath, so your breath is quieter and calmer. You can breathe in a shorter window easily. Excellent. 2 and 1. Relax. Maybe you need a break. That's fine. Give yourself full gas and then come back to it. Up we go into the dive. I want you nice and still in your upper body, but there's just a little rocking happening. And then where are you feeling? Core, back, quads, hamstrings, glutes. And you can play around with it too. One way to take weight off of your knees is to stick your booty out a little bit. And then you really do get more into your glutes because your booty's out. And if your back starts to get too activated, tuck your hips under again. More upright. You and your breath. If your body can work and you can be in your breath, then you are literally meditating while you build your trophy body. Shoulder activation with that thumb wrapped around. All right, let's relax. And then let's put our fingers on our shoulders here. Pull our elbows back, activate that upper back, that lat flare. No neck tension. Keeping the heart rate up and legs activated. Sometimes that neck tension can build up, so you literally got to go in and move, and sometimes add a little stretch so that you really release that tension. Now pick up in the shoulders. There's a shoulder hold here, so there's action here. All right, we're going to do our 1 minute of 15-second intervals with the W hold and the jogging. 10 seconds W pumps, 5-second jog. And when you do that jog, I want you to feel your arms pulling back, getting into those same biceps that you're working with your W. Let's go. Pull it down. In place, holding firm. 4, 3, 2, 1, jog. Pull back. 2, 1, pull down. Activation with every bounce, equally, symmetry. Beautiful, let's go. Excellent. Pull it down, triceps. Yep, they're getting there. They're activated. Oh, we're going to the 40. Yep, let's go. Pull it down, last one. Almost done. We're doing so good. 4, 3, 2, tight, 1, go. Excellent. Now relax. Give yourself 10 seconds or so of just pure relaxed bouncing. Maybe some stretching after all that tension in the upper body. Now let's do our alphabet. 3, no voice, just exaggerated mouth. 2, 1. A, B, C. W, X, Y, Z, round 2 of 3. Y, Z, last one. W, X, Y, Z. Now fully relax for 5, and then grab your towel, potentially your pillow also, and let's lay down and fully meditate. Just sink into your mat. Comfortable head position, feet up, let go fully and completely. Feel all that energy moving through your body. Beautiful job, trophies. Stay here if you want. Encourage it. I encourage an extra minute or 2 or 5 of meditation. Let your whole body continue to sink into your mat and relax. Meditation will increase recovery and will calm your central nervous system and will have you feeling better and better by the minute all day long and the week and the months and the years. Meditating is an excellent practice, so get it right now if you can. Lots of love, trophies. You did fantastic. I'll see you in your next trophy workout, or Trophy Steffi. We'll see you in your next trophy workout. Take care. Bye-bye.